Who? Uno, dos, tres.
Hello!
¿Cómo están?
Wow! Wow!
Should we get closer so we can see the
Yes.
comments?
Yes.
There we go.
There we go.
Hola, hola. How are you guys feeling? ¿Cómo están? We're so happy to be here with you guys. Yo soy Drew.
Hello, guys. I'm Kauê with my brother Drew. Oh, I'm sorry. Drew. And we are here to make these weverse live with you guys. We're so
Yes.
happy. And
Yeah, I know you guys have some questions for us. So we want to go over them and trying to chat with you guys and see how you guys are feeling.
Great.
So one of the questions, how are we? We're doing great. You know,
yes.
we're another day at boot camp, training hard, working really hard for you guys. But besides that, we hope you guys are doing well as well. One of the questions, let's start. So they asked, looking back on everything that we've lived through, how have we grown with Santos Bravos? And what would you tell your younger self before the first audition?
Wow.
Oof.
You can start.
Okay.
You can start.
That's a tough one. So honestly, looking back on everything we've been here, like what I've been through this whole process, habla en inglés porque es no fácil. It's easier for me, but I'm learning. I promise. I'm getting better. But honestly, going through this process, it's been really, really tough. In the most positive way, because each day honestly feels like a week, you know, and we're learning a lot, and we have no time to kind of like relax, which is a good thing because it keeps us constantly going and moving and striving and staying motivated, you know. And I think I've grown so much with confidence, so much with like performing and feeling comfortable to talk to the camera like we're talking to you guys right now. Before I would have been like biting my nails off, honestly. So looking back from the first audition, I think it was a big difference between
Yes.
my now or my before to now, you know. And I think if I were to give like I would say my younger self, like, or my past self advice before my first audition, I think is I would have told him to stay calm and always be authentic and stay true to yourself, because I think that's the best thing that I've learned going into this project, and to be confident in what you're doing, because being here has nothing but helped me showcase my true potential. And I think one of the teachers have told me, like, if you're not confident, you don't look confident, no one else is gonna believe that you're confident, and it's gonna look like a question mark, you know. So after that, I gave everything, and we're also all here for a reason, and we belong to be here. We're all worthy, so why not show that, you know? And I think that's probably what I would have told myself before auditioning. Just be yourself.
Wow, it's a difficult question. Like, I think, like, it's a lot of months since the audition, and I'm just seeing myself as a completely different person and artist. Like, I've never been living with 16 persons before, and that's one of the things that changed me a lot. Like, I start cooking for everybody and doing things with everybody. I used to be a person, like, I have a lot of friends in Rio, I have a lot of friends in Brazil, like the theater friends. We were always together, but like I'm pretty close to my family. So the most part of the things that I've been doing, like going to the shopping and cooking and doing things and going to the cinema, was like always with my brother, with my mom, with everybody, you know.
Yes.
with my friends. But now I'm just seeing, like, in the past I was so afraid of going here, and in the first time I was like, wow, it's a house with a lot of persons. I don't know them. They're already there.
It's a lot of energy.
Yes, I remember, like, we were me, Lucas, and Yanis. We were like the last guys to came in the house,
Mhm.
you know, and I was so afraid of. And when I get and like, and you remember this is in the first episode, like that the guys were like waiting for us, like to scare us, and they just like, wow, they just jump, and I just remember, like, I literally think like, wow, that's my people. That's my people. I like to be with persons like this, and like
Yes.
not it's not only about like the art, but it's about like how we live the life. Like I'm just a little crazy sometimes, you know.
Yes.
And I think we all have this type of
A
things.
bit of craziness.
A bit of craziness, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and that's good. Like scary and doing things like this.
Mhm.
And I just think like as an artist I change a lot to like
Definitely.
like I've been putting a lot of how can I say, a lot of work in this, but I'm also thankful for my teachers. They are the most important part of everything that happens here. Without them we cannot do anything. And that's the thing, like I'm singing in a different way, I'm dancing. You can tell.
Yes.
You can tell.
You're dancing now. You're
I'm
dancing.
dancing
Yes.
now.
Fully.
In a different way, and like not only like this, but like seeing you guys like professional people too.
Mhm.
And I remember like the first times that I see you and Alex and Diego dancing, and I was like, wow, I want to be like them someday. And I think
crazy.
day by day I'm close.
No,
I'm being
you're
close.
you're already there. It's crazy because when I first saw you dance, I thought you were a dancer because of how good you were for just loving dance. That you created your own, like, I think, level of like dancing. Like I had expectations like, oh wow, like I think he's taken classes before. I assume that you've
No.
taken dance classes. You were training because of how good you were then, but you were so comfortable and confident with what you were already able to do. I was like, wow. And then you've grown so much already.
Wow,
Now you're a
yes.
professional.
Yes, of course, yes. But because of you guys, like it's important. Like important part of this whole process is like seeing my friends. It's seeing what they do when they are in the stage, and that's one of the most important things for me. Like to see you guys like giving everything, and I'm like this, like, wow, I want to be there, I want to do it.
And that's how I felt when you
Nah,
would sing.
you
Yes,
you
no,
already
when
a
you would
singer.
sing. No,
When
no,
I
no,
first
no,
saw,
no,
when I
no.
first heard you singing, I was like, wow, this guy, what he cannot do?
No,
It's
no.
like it's something like it's
That's
like
the same with you now.
what?
Yes.
It's like what he cannot do? It's incredible. It's incredible.
Oh, I love you.
I remember our first challenge. I was
Yes.
like, wow, we were all like so nervous, guys,
Yes.
and everyone like these like, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? But I think was a good thing.
What would you tell your younger self?
Ooh.
Or you're not your younger self, but what would you tell
My
yourself?
younger self.
What would you tell-
Like,
what
I'm
would you tell-
15.
what would you tell yourself before you auditioned? If you can give yourself advice.
That's a good question. It's like trust yourself, be yourself, and I think I have one more. Trust yourself, be yourself, and always remember who you are. Trust yourself, be yourself, and also remember who you are ever, and remember that you, independent that where you are, you still being that Kauê from Rio, from São João de Meriti, who loves to dance, who loves to sing, who loves to share the art, and that's the thing.
Yes, I love that. I love
Yeah.
that.
Okay,
Let's
let's see more. Also, we can look. Also, you look here. Oh, thank you.
Kauê, marry me.
I know you guys are learning Portuguese, and I'm so happy to see these. Like,
Yes.
wow, that's incredible. That's so beautiful.
Thank you, guys. We love you.
Yes.
Let's see. Second question.
Second question. you
I'll read it. All right. How do you feel now after all the challenges and eliminations that you've gone through, now that it's the final stretch to reveal the lineup?
Ooh. You can start.
Okay.
You can start.
Man, this is a tough question.
Yeah,
we've been.
like
I think how do we feel after all the challenges and eliminations? I think now that we're getting towards the end, man, it's been super tough. You know, I think every day is a challenge for us, so I think the challenges are never over. But I think, you know, with eliminations, I think now we can kind of breathe.
Yes.
A little bit and feel calm, in a sense that we know like we're working towards the end, you know, we've gave everything we've got. So now we just have to be ourselves authentically and work hard and do our best, be the best version of ourselves that we can be. And I think that itself will take us to where the universe and God wants us to go, you know. And other than that, I think there's no overthinking, there's no stress. I think that's coming into our mind because we've gave everything, you know. So I feel a little bit more calm, but still anxious.
Yeah.
For the end, because I don't know what to think. I don't want to think.
Yeah, it's not just don't want to think. There's some things, guys, that we just don't think. It's like eliminations. It's a thing that we don't talk. Like,
no,
we don't talk. We don't talk about. It's something like that we create like to protect us and to live every day as the last day here. Like I think everybody live like this, like to give 100%. Like now we call like TND moment, like it's over. I don't know. I just feel a little weird. I'm gonna say it because like I was so there was a lot of time like doing this and living this process like this, that when we change, like you guys saw this in the episode, when things change we were like, okay, now it's different. But I think now with the show, like with everything that we're doing, like with all the training, we are anxious but we're happy to, like, with everything that we've been through and with everything that mentally and with the body and with everything that we've passed through, we just feel happy, anxious to see you guys too.
Yes.
Like in October 21, to see you guys. And wow, I'm just anxious. I don't know how to say it.
We're excited to see you all and
Yes.
Perform and leave our hearts out on the stage. You know,
Yes.
I think it's going to be a beautiful time. But let's get to the third question. What have you enjoyed most about interacting with your fans?
Whew. There's a lot of things. Like I believe a lot in energy, and I receive a lot of your energy, guys. Like even in comments, even in messages, in things, I can feel it, and I can feel myself like charging every time I'm in front of you guys. Like it's different. Because sometimes we were doing the live. I remember with the live of Me Rehuso, I was dancing. I was like preparing myself to enter in the stage, and I was like, okay, focus and do everything. But when I see you guys, I was just so excited that I was like singing, and I was like, okay, the energy just changed, and I was like, okay, I'm here, and I'm gonna say, and then I start like to dance with all my body, with all the strength that I have, and that's the thing. Like I think
adrenaline.
It's the adrenaline, you know, and I think it's the energy that we feel like too when we are performing in front of you guys. I think that's the most important thing for me too, and all the messages, all the words that you say here when we are signing, and like I remember every single word. I remember every single person that said I believe in you. You can do it, and that's the most important thing for me.
Most definitely. No, I can relate to that too. Like, it's so beautiful how you guys show so much support for us. Even when we have some hard days and we don't believe in ourselves or we're having a hard time, and all it takes is for us to just scroll through TikTok or social media and see one message, and it instantly reboots us and gives us that energy that we need again. And this process is so tough. We've been going at it every day for 6 months that sometimes we forget how to be human, or we forget how to give ourselves grace and know that, hey, it's okay to have a bad day. Not every day is going to be amazing, you know, and you guys let us know that. And we read all of your guys' fan letters. You know, all of us can see all the fan letters for all the Kiwis, all the Drew Dots. We see everything that you guys send us, you know, and those honestly lift me up and make me feel more comfortable, more confident, and more at home, you know, because obviously the language barrier for both of us, we've had to get used to it a little bit, you know, and you guys make us feel at home and make us feel so supported. And yes, I think the adrenaline rush that Kyle was talking about that you guys give us when we perform and walk out on stage, it's like, but when we're behind the curtain, we're like stressed and like, okay, like we're like praying, we're like, okay, let me go over this in my head, let me go over that. But then once the curtains open and we step out to you guys, it's like you guys just take all that nervousness off of our shoulders and make us feel comfortable, you know, and we appreciate that from you guys. And you know, it's honestly very shocking for us to have so much support, and just in general term fans is honestly new for us as well, because we look up to so many idols and we're fans of so many people. So now that we're in those shoes and we're able to inspire and be motivating for you guys is honestly, I think, truly a blessing. So thank you guys for being by our side. We love you.
You know, I'm very close to my family, and when I first came here to Mexico, I was a little bit afraid of everything, of being far, and like the first feeling was when I was with you guys, like in the house, and I just said, like, now I have a family. And when we start the live, and when I start like listening to people like, you're not alone, we're here with you, Mexico love you, and I don't know, Peru love you, Colombia love you, Venezuela loves you, and I was like, wow, I just feel in home now. I think it's the same. It's the same thing. Like, I just feel like, wow, that's my home. That's my house now. You know, and that's the feeling. That's the energy that you guys send to us.
Awesome. I said Kiwi Dots.
Ah, that's so pretty.
That's so cute. But no, I feel you. But let's get to the second question.
Well, there's a lot of comments. Do you feel ready to debut? What changes have you not? You can.
What changes? Oh, sorry. What changes? I got you. So, do we feel ready to debut? And what changes have we noticed in ourselves since the first day? The first day we stepped in to Hype Latin America until today. How have you seen the transformation you've gone through? So, like, how are we ready to debut? And what have you noticed in yourself that's changed since the first day you walked in?
A lot of things. A difficult question, but I think, like,
are you ready to debut?
Of course, yeah. I think, like, looking back, like in a like just looking. Of course, in my way to sing and dance, I still being Kauê, but now I just feel technique. The technique is in my body now. After that much of months, like training every single day here, and I just feel like that I change a lot, like dancing and singing. But an important part, like it's my confidence and how I share my message, my life message with you guys. That's the most important thing to me. Like, my confidence, that was Drew was saying, like, you have to be confident about what you're doing, about what you're singing, about what you dancing. And now I can feel it in my body, I can feel it in my voice. But like how I share my message with you guys, every single time that we are in the stage, we are sharing something with you guys. We are sharing our histories, we are sharing our talents, we are sharing, like, every single day of our lives, every single thing that we've been through, every single little part of our history. With me, like with the theater, you can see the theater in every single move, in every single way that I dance, in every single high note that I do, in every single way that I express myself, you know. So that's the most important part, and how to share this message too, for me is it's pretty important.
Most definitely. And I could agree with Kauê, you know, like, I think stepping into this process, the first day we stepped into this boot camp, I think we had no idea what to expect. No idea to, like, thinking about how challenging and how crazy this time schedule and the time crunch and everything is going to be, you know, until we went through, like, I think, like, the first evaluation, we were like, okay, like, they mean business.
Yes.
They are serious, and they are only willing to work with people who are only going to work hard, be dedicated, motivated, and give our 1,000%, you know. And I think from that day on, I think we pushed ourselves to not settle to be comfortable, because if you're comfortable, then that means you're going to fall behind. But if you're always wanting to be better than you were yesterday, there's no chance that you're not going to grow. You're going to grow. You're going to make yourself you're going to see a difference in yourself, you know, and you're going to make yourself better. And we've overcame a lot of challenges, and now we look at things in the beginning was like, oh man, I don't know if I'm ready for this, and I don't know if I could do it. I wish they could maybe change the choreography. Maybe it could be easier, but you know, and then we had to learn to change our mindset to think more positively and be like, you know what, no, if I do this, I'm going to grow from this, and this is going to make me even better, and it's going to prepare me for the next challenge that comes my way. And if that's hard, I'm going to get it and then move on from that and grow, and then another challenge, you know. So it's always going up, 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 never falling down, you know. And I think that's the difference I think we've made since we stepped into this building, you know. And I think the whole idea of us debuting is something very beautiful and a dream that we've always been thinking about every day being here, you know. And if that were to happen for both of us, I think we both would be very, very grateful, and we obviously most definitely won't let you guys down. And you know, none of this would happen also without your guys' support and giving us energy, you know, to keep striving and keep pushing towards the end. So we thank you.
Yes. What I have a question. I have a question for them. You guys have a lot of questions for us, but what you guys think about the last episode, about Suave, about everything that you saw? How do you guys feel? Was it good? If you didn't saw it, go all the way to YouTube.
Watch it right now.
Watch it right now. It's pretty good. Suave was one of my favorite challenges here. Like,
no, same.
Which one was your favorite?
My favorite challenge?
Yeah.
My favorite challenge?
Yeah.
Out of all the evaluations?
Yeah.
Uy. I think it'd be Suave.
Suave? Wow. Yes. I was like seeing the group in the day like that I was there, and I was like looking at you singing, and I was like, wow. The drive? I was like, wow. I was not expecting.
I think it was the suit.
No, that was you. I was not expecting. I was like, Drew? I was like, wow, what happened here? I think like talking about me seeing you, I was completely like obsessed with your performance. I was like,
thank you.
Wow. What he doing? What is he doing? Because it's like it's something about the movement, but it's something about like how you use your body in the right way. Like you I don't know. Something happened. That was wow. I think talking about me, I love Me Rehuso.
Oof, yes.
But Suave was wow. Incredible.
It was amazing.
It was incredible.
It was amazing. Knowing you with your voice, you with the oh my gosh, you with your melismas, you with your runs. No, the way he gives me goosebumps from my top of my head to my toes is like within an instant. You have to, if you guys could spend a day with us, maybe one day you guys will spend a day with us, like through videos of day in the house. Kauê will be doing anything and doing runs for days, going through like no other. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. You inspire me so much, and
thank you, bro.
You're like honestly like my favorite singer here and my favorite person to listen to sing.
Thank you.
I have a question for you guys. How did you guys like the skit with Dana? Was it good? Did you guys like it? Did you enjoy it? Wow. I know you saw me in there. By the way, so my character, because obviously You guys probably didn't. There wasn't enough context, but I was kind of the last soul, the kind of one who was just like came into the party. I think I might have walked into a party that I wasn't even invited to, and then I just saw food and I was like,
food.
I smell tacos. I smell tamales. I'm going there. And that's where I ended up, you know. But Kauê wasn't the father.
Guys, I'm seeing the memes that you're doing with my Spanish, and I love it. Basta de teatro. Wow, I just gave everything I had there. I would just give everything I had. And Dana is such a diva. Like,
she's so good.
I had some conversations with her, like, about singing and things like this. And we were talking about runs and things like this. And I was like, I think Kenneth was talking with her, like, no, Kauê here, like, he knows how to do runs and things like this and high notes. And she was like, if you listen to music with me and you heard a high note, it's me. And I was like, yes, that's me too.
Exactly.
And she was just like incredible. She was just incredible.
No,
in
she
everything.
showed up ready. She showed up ready. She read the script. She said,
okay, let's do it.
Let's go. I was like, wow.
Yes.
All right. Let's do it. It was amazing.
That was amazing.
Some people want us to sing for them.
Ooh. Which one to sing?
Let's do Jovindo Estrellas. Sing lead, and then I'll do harmony.
Good.
Start.
But let's do like the chorus.
The chorus.
Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Está lloviendo estrellas. Esta habitación muere llanto. Mi corazón. Sing it.
Está lloviendo.
You
made me shy.
Don't be shy.
You don't know how scary it is singing with him.
No.
You should see. Okay, so he makes me nervous, by the way. And you think I'm confident? No, but like it's different when you're on stage. But when you're just like hanging out, relaxing.
No, it's difficult, guys.
It's difficult.
It's
especially when you have someone like him singing next to you. No, it's scary. It's scary. But no, I give all my flowers.
No, guys.
Maybe another time. We're gonna make a video for you guys doing a cover to something.
Wow.
So
that's good. You
guys will see something soon.
You guys doesn't know like how we get nervous when you say like sing.
No.
And when we were like this, it's like I think every singer we just came like, what we're gonna
sing.
Yeah.
What are the words?
What we're gonna sing.
Man. So getting to the last question, guys. I know we only have guys.
Chest voice, head voice.
This has been happening to me all week. I promise you. But I need some tea. Okay, so being part of a Korean company, would you like to do promotions in Korea, or do you just want to stay within the Latin America market? You know, I think that's a great question. You know, I think it's a very important question too, because we are Hybe Latin America. We're still a part of Hybe, which was originated and is from Korea, you know, and I think it's very important that collaborations are a thing, you know, and I think that yes, we should do promotions, and you know, one day whoever is in the band, I think that'll be a staple piece and bringing both worlds together, most definitely, because they're a reason why we are here, you know. But man, how would you like to wrap this up?
Wow, like for me it's super. I just met the K-pop world like I think 8 years ago. I was little, and I remember that I first listened to Stigma by by BTS, and I was like, wow. When I first listened with a friend, I was like, I don't know what they're saying, but he's sharing something with me, and I like this, and this is different, that's different. And one of my biggest dreams were like leave this world, like you know, of being an idol, of being someone that like
people can look up to.
Yes, that and do the same thing that he did with me when I listened to his song like in the first time. and like I love these both words. Like
Yes.
I love how we are connecting this word, and I love how I don't know how we are doing it. I just love it. I just love it. It's amazing, and I just this is such a good experience to me, guys.
Most definitely.
Like to represent like now all the K-pop fans that had the same like dream as me, like to be someone like this who are singing and dancing, being in the K-pop world or not, or being here or not,
Learning the K-pop
learning
method,
yes,
the
you know,
methodology.
like
Most
I
definitely.
know, like we when you like K-pop, you like the dance, you like everything, and you learn everything, because in some way you want to be like this too. You want to be like perfect like they are doing, singing perfect, dancing perfect like they are doing, and that's the thing, you know.
Most definitely.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Well, we thank you guys for spending some time with us. We appreciate all of your guys' comments, all of your guys' support, and we are watching your guys' questions. So, you know, maybe eventually later with time we will get back to those, but for now, we love you guys, and Kauê, take it away.
Guys, I love you so much. Every single part of you. I love all the messages, all the comments that you did. And let me finish in Spanish and Portuguese.
Sim.
Pessoal, eu amo muito vocês, Brasil. Eu sei que vocês estão comigo aqui, eu sei que vocês estão enviando muita energia boa pra mim. Nossa, eu tô quase aprendendo a falar português. Mas eu amo muito vocês. Muito obrigado por todas as mensagens. Muito obrigado por tudo. E esse cover, this cover is gonna be real.
Yes.
This is gonna be real, guys. Y muito obrigado por todo. Muchas gracias a todos ustedes que estuvieron acá con nosotros. Sí. Y nosotros queremos mucho a ustedes. Amamos mucho a ustedes. Y un gran beso.
Te amo, te amo.
Amamos mucho a ustedes. Un beso.
Bye.
Bye.